when their guy plays some games.
Alright, hi y'all, Weather Guy here. We are back with some more of The Witness. Hope you're doing great. I am feeling pretty phenomenal. Ooh, what's this? This section's so interesting. It really is, in terms of like just the aesthetics of the environment. It's pretty cool. So, we're back on this one. It's been a couple weeks since I've played, but the rules are pretty straightforward, I think. Well, straightforward in what they are, but difficult in the execution and visualization of solutions, right? But I feel like for this one, we're gonna need, again, to have all of these in the same shape, right? So I'm just trying to visualize a shape where we can include this up here while also taking away 4 blocks, right? So let's see. I feels like we need to have this shape at the top, at least, right? And if we have that shape, we're going to also have this shape. We're also going to include this one, right? So at the very least, I think we're going to have something, just for an example, that has this like end shape on the right side. It's going to have like all of these squares in it, I think. Because we have to include the yellows as well. If we had to include the yellows, we have to include this one. So then, what? This? But that's not enough squares, and it's not accounting. It covers the first yellow square on the right side, but that's it, right? So, is there a way to combine the 2 bottom ones? I don't know. Last time I was really convinced that there wasn't. But like, let's say we have one here, the end of the one on the left, right? Then just one right here. Is that it? I'm trying to visualize if it takes away 4, though. You know? So it feels like we need to take away 4. So we have the one. Maybe not like this. Maybe it's just like this. So this one, we're taking away how many? Taking away the one right above the bottom left. We would take away 2 of the bottom. Well, how does that work if it's overlapping though? Maybe that's it. Maybe it's like, let me try this. Right? No. Feels like something like that though. You know? Maybe like this? No. What could it be? This really feels pretty good, but it's not that. Okay, so let's think. Again, I really like the end shape of just having the rightmost thing in the middle be that the top right L being itself, right? Gosh, it's so hard to talk about this game in concrete terms, you know? So what does that mean? What's that mean? Could we have one here? Could it just be like this? Why is that it? Okay, let's look at this for a second before we move on. Okay, so top right, we're gonna assume is fine. Okay, so we have to have something in the bottom right. So what if we start the bottom left Tetris piece from the bottom right corner? So we get like this shape, right? And then this Tetris piece, we start in this corner like this shape. So that takes away 2. And then they overlap 2 right here. Is that what it is? This going this way and this going this way? I guess. I don't know. That was a lucky guess, honestly. Checkerboard nightmare, okay. So we have to include like all of the yellow boys in this, I guess. So it definitely starts like this, right? And then we have to include this one. Oh no, it starts like this. Okay. It starts like this shape, I think. We have to exclude 2 shapes while also grabbing the T on the right. Can we get away with excluding the bottom corner that we're near right now? Maybe. Like this. And grab this one. And then what happens? Is this it? We have the T to take up empty spaces. The empty spaces in the middle. We have the blue to count for one of the T spots in the middle being extra. And then we have the other blue to count for the bottom right corner. It does work. Now we have another one. Okay. We've already done this one though, haven't we? It just lit up though. Let's see where this leads. I forget I have to hold it down to progress. Did we already do this one? We did not. Okay. Very red in here. Store here. By the way, I've been playing Blueprints, that new beautiful roguelike puzzle game that everybody's playing. Highly recommend you check it out. It's also a 3D environmental sort of puzzle game like this. But the style that you discover things is, I think, a little bit more akin to... Is that like a crocodile? Maybe not. Maybe it's a branch. But the style is closer to like an Outer Wild style of discovering the world, right? And learning the rules of it. There's fewer puzzles. It's more of like decision making, right? So this one's just what, this? Okay. Have we not? This feels like a beginner one, doesn't it? So this one's just what, this? No. Yes. No. Maybe. Why does that work? I guess it just takes away both of them. Okay. So with this one, does this just work? And then what? And then what, right? I wonder if we can like do something kind of fun here. How do we get that? I guess we have to do this shape probably, huh? Oh, we're always grabbing that. Alright, let's do that. Then it doesn't matter how much other stuff we have. Does this work or no? We have to grab that blue one. But it does confirm that the rest works. That's cool. So if we want to, we can do like this. This probably works. Why does that not work? I guess because there's so many extra. Now we do this, and I think this works. No, it doesn't work. Same issue. There's too many extra. You have to get rid of all of the yellows if you want to try to do that sort of thing. So maybe I'm thinking about this the wrong way. I don't know. So that still works for the yellow on the left, I think. But now we can do what? What if we grab an extra one of these? How does this work if you grab too many blues? Doesn't work. Alright, let's see if we have just the 3. Does this work for that part? Okay, it does. Okay. It does work for that part. So we have 2 potential ways to solve the left yellow 3, right? I wish we could just like cut this off and then just grab the rest of the blues. That doesn't seem to be an option. Actually, yeah, it's not an option, I don't think. Doesn't quite work out for the home team. Alright, so let's try this shape again. Oh my god. Oh god, I want to sneeze. I'm dying over here. Oh, let's just do this. Let's just cut that. Oh, we already tried this, didn't we? Cutting that blue out doesn't work. Man. Alright, so let's try... Oh, what if we do this? This works, doesn't it? Yeah, that's clever. Okay, I actually was on the right track. Just try to delete the yellows by collecting the blues. So we have, what, how many blues do we have to work with here? We also have a couple of dead ends, so our path to the end is structured, right? We have to go through this vertex isn't the right word. Intersection, there we go. We have 5 blues, 6 blues, 7 blues, and we have 7 blues. But I don't think we have a way to grab all the blues. I don't think we have a way to grab all the blues because of the intersections. That's what makes it tricky, I guess. You know? That's how they get you. Because otherwise, you could just circle this whole thing and be fine. But that can't do that here. But I think you have to make them in 2 distinct groups, basically. And again, can you have more blues than necessary? No, you have to have the exact right amount of blues, so probably always have to have, maybe not that shape, that feels like it's too restricting. This shape. What's tricky is I don't know how to work with these blues in the top right corner. Because the way it's set up, you're always going to end up cutting one off, right? Unless... Oh, does this just work if I do this? Nope, does not. Yeah, it's always going to cut one of them off, I think. Can I go about this like this? This is probably worse, actually. I'm trying to think of a way where I don't use this intersection right here, and I don't think that way exists. You know? I don't think that's actually... Oh, wait, here it is. Look at this. That's it. Ha 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 ha! Oh, we might be at about the end of this journey and being ready to light something up. Another laser, perhaps. If we light up the laser, I'm probably just going to end the video and have a short video, but no laser yet. Oh, we're back at the base of the mountain. Look at that. It's been quite a journey. Look at all these lit up stuff. Alright. Is it that way down there? I don't see any other puzzles, do you? Okay. Guess I'll reach for it. I don't know what that means. Takeaway 2 probably, but it's at an angle, which is odd. So can we do what? This? Okay. Ah! Okay. Was not ready for that. Give a guy some warning next time. What was the point of that? Oh, does it just make a bridge? Bridge to what? In here? It's a flower. Cute. Oh, let me check underneath now. No? Over here? What'd that do? What'd that do? Surely that did something for us. Yeah, we gotta get over there. Okay, here's an idea. I bet it's depending on which two we cut out. Maybe that's how you do it, right? So how do we cut out a different pair? Yeah, it's which two you cut out. Okay. So which two do we want to cut out? Over here, right? The bottom right two? How do you cut out the bottom right two? Don't. Because the solution's over there. You know? Let me look at this for a second. How would we cut out those two? Oh, like this? But we don't have a path there now, do we? We have to be standing on it. Which is tricky. This is meticulously designed to where we can't quite do it correctly. And we can't make this one go down because this is where the minus is at, right? So I think it has to be those bottom two. Or, ooh, maybe diagonal. Is there a way to do diagonal? I don't think so, actually. That was a dumb idea. I think we just had to find an angle to do it the other way. Maybe we go down first and then redo it. Like maybe we get rid of... So let me scoot back. Maybe we get rid of the left too. The angle. This probably might work. So, which one am I getting rid of? This one and the middle one. Okay. So maybe we do like... Come on. This probably works. Okay. Maybe we do like... come on. Get there. This. And then we move to an angle where we can see it. Which we cannot. Fudge. Fudge. Okay, if we lower the front two, does that do anything for us, actually? Does that give us a better angle to see things? It's these... I don't think so, because it's the wooden outside thing that blocks stuff. Gotta find the angle for this. But you can't do anything from back here. Is there an angle over here that's better? Doesn't seem that way. And there's definitely not a way to include this one that we're standing on. Or we could do this, but we can't because, again, it has the -2 thing on it. Alright, let's just get rid of a different pair just for funsies. Again, let's see what the benefit is of lowering these two, because it does give us access to somewhere else at least. Lowering the front two. Does it give us any access to somewhere new? We can do this from a good angle? From over here? No, not really. I am so out of ideas. Alright, let's try the front two. So, like, this here. Doesn't seem good. Doesn't seem great. Oh, there's something back here. Oh. Hang on a tick. Hang on. This angle's awful. That's what we need. We have one right here if we could get the angle on this one. So maybe we do the middle two. Although we... Or the back left two. Maybe the back left two. We can't do the back left two. It's one of the four. Ugh. How in the heck? There's like no good angles. We need to figure out how to work from the other one, you know? Let's try doing 3. Or we can't do 3. 3 doesn't work. Yeah. It has to be 2 out. No good angle. There must be some angle. We just gotta figure out which ones to mess with, right? I don't see how that's useful. Hang on. Let me try doing this from the middle first. Come on. So now let me do this. Now we're over here. Now what? Right? Now what? From here, we can maybe do like this. This is kind of interesting. I think we figured it out. And then what? This one and the one behind us, right? So like this. Look at this, we figured it out. Whoops, I did that totally wrong. Come on, get there. Let's go, we figured it out. Sick, that feels good. Good progress today. Oh, is this a thing? Yeah, look at that. Laser. Laser is going off, baby. Swamp is done. Shoot it up the mountain. Right there. I don't know where I'm even going after this. Maybe back to the treehouse. Who knows? That's our problem for next time, huh? Come on, get there. That's weird. Gosh, this takes forever to set up, doesn't it? It's definitely about to shoot at the mountain, though. Yes. Let's get a better angle to look at it. If we can. Can we just do this? No. We have to do something else. It's fine. I struggle so much with making things work. Kinda just want to get a good angle, look at the mountain real quick before we move on. Look at that, 3? I feel like there was more that we've done. Maybe I should go on the mountain. real quick trip up the mountain. Just to get a good view of our land, right? It's a great vantage point. It's not that long of a trip. There's that one there. Up we go, up we go, up we go. Go up we go. Almost there. Into the clouds. Away we go. One day. Here we go. Now we get good view of the lasers. So we have 4 coming up here. I don't know how many more we need, but there's 4 coming up here. We have 1 coming from the desert that we did. That's going out into the water. So it looks like we have 5 lasers done. Is that a lot? I don't know. Notably, we don't have one for the hedge maze. I feel like we need to finish whatever's at the hedge maze. I'm missing something there. We have to finish treehouse stuff, so there might be 2 over there. So that's like 2 sets of puzzles. Curious if there's anything in this forest area right here. Looks like there might be puzzles. Maybe something at the windmill up there. Okay. Next, probably just go back to the treehouse and work on finishing that, you know? That seems like a good plan. Find our way to the treehouse. Because we did do a lot of that. There's probably not that much left of the treehouse. I just got super stuck. You know? That almost looks like the head of a snake over there, that rock formation. That's pretty sick. Alright, but it's looking beautiful. Things are looking pretty nice, you know? Can't really complain. I like it. That's all I got. Thank you all so much for watching. Y'all are amazing. Make sure you take care of yourselves. Next time we're going to go back to tackle more of the treehouse. And yeah, that's it. Peace out.